Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video, honey. And when I tell you this one is banging, it is banging, okay? Because I don't know what the heck is going on, but maybe you guys might be able to tell me after this. So let's talk about it, right? Now, as you guys can remember, you guys would know that I was the one who broke the news to you guys first about the concierge guy who is suing Stefon Diggs after Diggs, hired him to, move his Ferrari from Massachusetts to Miami, then from Miami to Houston, Texas. The guy did move the car from Massachusetts to Miami, then from Miami to Houston, Texas, right? Because, Diggs travels and he might be in different locations at different times. Now, you guys would also remember that when I spoke to you and gave you all the information on that lawsuit, in case you guys have missed it, not to worry, I can catch you up, right? So the car arrived in Houston, Texas. After it arrived in Houston, Texas, it disappeared. The concierge guy said that he had no trace of the car because the car was stolen from him. He filed an official police report. Thank God there was no corrupt police officers involved, because you guys know that corrupt police officers are actually a thing worldwide in every country. They have been clamping down on them here in Jamaica a lot. Like, thanks be to God, people can actually, they're flushing the pond. Honey, when I tell you they're flushing the pond, right? So the guy said the police department did their necessary investigation. During the investigation, he wasn't a suspect, and after the investigation, he wasn't a suspect either. But now Stefon Diggs felt some type of way. So Stefon Diggs felt some type of way that his Ferrari was missing after he paid this guy for a service. And that is completely natural, because if you pay someone to move your car from point A to point B, and he's telling you that the car got to point B, and then after it got to point B, it just vanished in thin air, you would have questions, you would have doubts, and you would have reservations about this person. But this guy is someone who is not new to Stefon Diggs, and it is someone who Stefon Diggs liked, admired, and was gifting things, right? But after Diggs' Ferrari went missing, the concierge guy said that, I forgot his name, I did discover his name afterwards, but he said Stefon Diggs started basically telling people that he's not trustworthy, people should not use his service because his car went missing and all of that. And you guys know the best tabloid there is word of mouth. When you put something in the media, it's one thing. It's going to get to people, but it's going to, sparingly get to people. But when you tell someone something word of mouth, you tell one person, that person is going to tell 10 other people, and those 10 other people that they told, each of them are going to tell 10 other people. So word of mouth goes faster than how the tabloid goes, right? Good or bad experience. So, as a businessman, that would affect him. So he's saying that definitely affected his image, his business, and his reputation. Naturally, it would. And I believe that anyone, in all honesty, in Stefon Diggs' shoe, they would have questions. But the difference is, many of us would not go around saying that, we think it's the guy that we paid to move the car who stole the car. Many of us would not do that unless we had some kind of evidence that the guy did that and it was possible. So Stefon Diggs evidently was deep in his feelings about the car. Sometimes you buy something, to mark an achievement, to mark an accomplishment. And then if it goes missing, you feel that sentimental value detachment. Yes. So evidently, Stefon Diggs was in his feelings, and Stefon Diggs was telling everyone not to use this guy's service as per the lawsuit and all of that jazz. Then he said Stefon Diggs sent his goons to his house to collect gifts that he gave him. So Diggs gave the guy a rainbow chain, allegedly, because it all came out in the lawsuit that the guy got a rainbow chain as a gift from Diggs. It is said that it's a diamond rainbow chain, and I don't know. I'll always say this. Leave the internet to solve a case. Leave the internet to solve a case. Because after the lawsuit came out, I don't know who the guy has in his circle, but evidently it was revealed that one of the gifts that Stefon Diggs gave to him was a rainbow chain, right? And then it is alleged that Stefon Diggs sent his goons to the guy's house to reclaim the rainbow chain. Then what critics on the internet notice is that Stefon Diggs also had a rainbow chain. I kid you not. I absolutely kid you not. I was not aware that one of the gifts were in fact a chain, but what critics on the internet are now saying that one of the gifts that Stefon Diggs gave to the guy was a rainbow chain. Stefon Diggs has one of the rainbow chain, and Stefon Diggs sent back for the chain. I don't know if it was just the chain or it was the chain and other items, right? But what is happening now is that the internet is looking at it as something weird, something fishy. They believe because there have been so many allegations about Stefon Diggs, having affair with men. What some people are insinuating is that Stefon Diggs had some kind of affair with this guy, because why would you want to give a man a chain and a rainbow chain, to be specific? But this is my point of view, right? I believe people should mind their own business when it comes to some things. I honestly do. I know the internet. I know how the internet can be. But I think whatever gift Stefon Diggs want to give to that guy, it is his business. No, the part that I care about is this. When you give someone a gift, once that gift wasn't given to that person under false pretense, you cannot claim it back. It is actually illegal for you to claim it back, and it's actually illegal for you to demand that the gift be given. Once the gift wasn't given to that person under false pretense, it doesn't matter what county you're in, it doesn't matter the state, it doesn't matter the country. The law is all the same across the board when it comes to gift giving. Once that person did not come to you under false pretense and pretend to be something that they're not, and you give them a gift, it is illegal for you to claim it back, especially if you never said to that person, this gift comes with X terms and conditions. If Stefon Diggs had said the gift comes with specific terms and conditions, then at that point, if the terms and conditions were violated, he has every right to reclaim the gift, right? But what the internet is basically alluding to, what they're insinuating, is that this concierge guy and Stefon Diggs, they weren't just business partners. There was something more. If there was something more between Stefon, this is a thing I can never understand about people. I understand, I do, but at the same time, I'm saying I don't understand, because why does the man's sexuality bothers y'all so much? Like, why? I seriously don't get it. I don't get why his lifestyle is such a big problem to people. Is he bothering anyone? No. Is he being a nemesis to anyone? No. Is he breaking the law of his land? No. So if his sexuality is not illegal, whether he swings both sides of the fence or whether it's a mischief, I don't. So guys, I'm just saying, I don't get, like, seriously, I don't get why the guy's sexuality is such a major concern for the internet at this point. Remember that this guy never came on the internet to tell us anything about himself besides the fact that he's an athlete and he loves what he does. So I don't get it why. Like, seriously, I'm not slow, I promise you, but I believe that, yes, I know, I understand religious beliefs. I understand that many people read the Bible and they believe that some things are not right. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this, right? We know that he's an American, right? He lives in America. That is a thing in America. We know for some parts in America it's a big no-no. For other parts, it's not a problem. Why it is that the internet is just off on this man's sexuality when he never said anything to us about his sexuality? He has never said to us that he is a straight man, he only deals with women, and then we're hearing that he's on the DL. If he had done that, then it is something that you could have questioned. And still yet at the same time, remember that we saw men wearing pearls for the past couple of years. Pearls. Listen, I think the world is so upside down. And let me explain that, right? Because I don't know if it is that we don't know history, and I'm not talking about sexuality when I say we don't know history. So don't get me wrong. Please don't go off and get me wrong. When I say we don't know history, what I'm talking about is that a lot of things that were initially invented for men, right? They were taken over by women, like wigs, nail polish, makeup, leggings, skirts. They were all men's stuff and they were taken over by women, right? So I think sometimes we can be so unfair to men, just as though we're being unfair to this guy. This guy doesn't talk about his business on the internet. Do you guys realize that? Yes, we can say he's a womanizer because that is a clear cut. It's not anything that anyone needs any special ability to see, right? We don't need any special ability to see any of that. So my only question is, if he took back that necklace from the guy, whether it was a rainbow diamond necklace or a pearl necklace, why are you guys so all focused on the necklace? Like, oh my God, Stefon Diggs gave the concierge guy a rainbow diamond necklace and that's the necklace that he took back, and oh my God, he's actually gay, and that's how the internet is going on. The guy never told us anything about his sexuality, and I keep saying that and I keep reiterating that. We will oftentimes joke about him looking as though he straddles both sides of the fence. But on a more serious note, why are we judging this man when this man has never told us anything about him? He never came out and said, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. So, if we see him outside of what he has told us, then I think at that time, we can judge. We shouldn't be judging. But I know the internet. I know how you guys roll. You all are judging. I understand it, but in a sense, I don't see it as a big deal. I genuinely don't. The only part that I see as a big deal is his aggression towards this guy. Oftentimes, people with money, because they have money, they believe that they have power over everyone else, and because they have money, in their heads they think they have power over everyone else, and because they have grown accustomed to doing wrongs and getting away with it for so many years, they're not paying attention to the fact that things and times are changing. No one is looking at the rich and famous any longer as people of money and power. They're seeing you like a bunch of shit. That's how they're looking at you. And because so much are being exposed today about how many people have came by their wealth and the things that the people in the industry have to do. And it's not just the music industry. It's not just in the film industry. It is also in sports, and we're seeing that as well. So because people are learning a lot about the industry, that respect is not going to fly anymore. That having your way in the legal system is not going to fly anymore. Take, for example, Sean Diddy Combs. So yes, Stefon Diggs has a legal issue with the concierge guy. I can't wait for the court date because I would really want to know if the internet is being mischievous, but they found the court documents though, and I believe them when they said the diamond necklace is a part of the gift, and they're saying, here's a photo of the guy wearing the diamond necklace, the rainbow, and they're looking at rainbow because, the rainbow flag, the rainbow symbol for the LGBTQIA community. And as such, that's why they're going off on Stefon Diggs. And I know they're doing this as a dig to Cardi B as well, but it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you say on the internet. It doesn't matter what you think on the internet about Stefon Diggs. Cardi B loves who she loves, and she's gonna be with who she loves, honey. It doesn't matter what I think. You could be outing Stefon Diggs from now till yesteryear, telling him that he's gay. If Cardi B wants to be with him, she's gonna be with him. Our opinion really doesn't matter in this equation, but God damn it, can you give the guy a break and let him live? But I don't support him bullying people, harassing people, intimidating people, and that's where he's gonna fall. Stefon Diggs has to pay attention to what is going on in the world. The things that you do to people and get away with it, that's a thing of the past. People, the injustices against the poorer class citizen, that's a thing of the past. It's like these diplomats worldwide, it doesn't matter what country you're in, they're not taking any chances because people are exposing their asses left, right, and center. And before you know it, their name can end up on a PDF file, and none of them want that. So everyone is walking the chalk line at this point. Stefon Diggs needs to be careful with these legalities because none of them are looking good for him. And even though his attorney, they're saying that, they have evidence. I can't wait to see what evidence you have to prove that Stefon Diggs did not choke out Chefy Chef and try to strangle that woman. Like, I can't wait to see that bullshit evidence because I know that attorney is talking bullshit. He's just doing media talk because I know he has no such evidence, but that's how those people roll. They think that people are just stupid and no one is buying it. No one is believing him. And with this concierge guy, people are seeing it again for what it is. So, when they say your number has been called, Stefon Diggs' number has been called. He needs to be very careful about his actions. But when it comes to the man's sexuality, like, goddamn, can y'all give that man a break? Give that man a break when it comes to his sexuality. Let the man live in the closet if he wants to. That's between him and God. We should not be his judge, jury, nor executioner when it comes to that. So that's all I have to say about that. We're going to talk some more in the comments section, honey. Peace.